Hi guys, I'm Jessica from How Sweet Eats, and today we're going to make a late summer corn tortilla soup. This is one of my favorite soups to serve in August and September because we have fresh corn on the cob, and the soup is also thickened with corn tortillas, so we're not using any milk or any cream. It's just delicious. To start, we're going to slice up a sweet onion and a poblano pepper, and that's going to be our base. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. It's about 2 tablespoons. Once our olive oil is hot, we're gonna add our onion to the pot. We wanna slice up a poblano pepper. We're gonna add that to our onions and our olive oil too. And I'm just gonna chop up some garlic here, slightly mince it. I'm gonna add that to our pot. We're gonna give this all a stir just to get it coated in the olive oil. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. It's gonna help soften up the onion and the peppers. We're gonna add in, this is smoked paprika, some ground cumin as well. Our peppers and onions are getting super soft and flavorful. It's gonna be delicious. We're gonna pour in some chicken stock. I use about 6 cups of stock, and we're gonna bring that up to a simmer and then add our tortilla strips. I'm gonna slice up some corn tortillas because this is what we're gonna use to thicken the soup. You just kind of want them in like 1-inch pieces. We're gonna take our chicken stock and pour it in to our onions and peppers mixture and bring it all to a simmer. Kind of stir that to get any of those brown bits that might be on the bottom. That's where all the flavor is. I'm gonna increase our heat a little bit so we can bring this up to a boil, and I'm gonna add our corn tortilla pieces. Once this comes up to a simmer, we are gonna cover it and let it go for 5 minutes. Okay guys, it's been 5 minutes. We are gonna take the top off of our soup. We're gonna stir in about 1/3 cup of fresh cilantro. I'm gonna turn our heat off, and I'm gonna slowly ladle the soup into a measuring cup. We're gonna very carefully pour it into our blender. Now, anytime you're blending hot soups, you wanna make sure that the lid on your blender is completely secure, and you wanna cover it with this really thick towel. This way it doesn't splash and splatter everywhere. We're gonna turn it on and blend it until it's pureed. We're now gonna take the soup in the blender and slowly pour it back into the pot and heat it over low heat. Okay guys, we poured in our soup. Look how creamy and thick and delicious this is. This is all from the corn tortillas. There's no milk, no cream, nothing, and it's super thick. If you find yourself with a lot of leftover chicken or beef or pork and you don't know what to do with it, this can turn it into a completely different meal that only takes 30 minutes. So I have pulled pork. That's my favorite thing to use in here. We're just gonna stir it right into the soup. Okay guys, so the last thing we're gonna add into our soup is corn cut fresh from the cob. It'll cook a little bit from the heat of the soup, and we just wanna stir until everything is warmed through. You go ahead and stir in that corn. This looks so delicious. It is so full of flavor. I don't think soup is anything without the toppings. I'm gonna add on some freshly sliced avocado. I'm gonna sprinkle in just a little bit of cilantro. I'm gonna throw in some freshly sliced radish, and I'm gonna top it with a little bit of tortilla chips. Maybe crush one up for good measure. Get that even salty crunch texture going on. I'm gonna spritz the entire thing with some fresh lime juice. And that, guys, is how you make my favorite late summer corn tortilla soup. We didn't use any milk or cream or even flour to thicken it. And better yet, you can make it in about 30 minutes or less. It was so good.